My friends, it just keeps happening. Indeed, GoldenEye's greatest ever champion, the GOAT, has returned to his rightful place atop the GoldenEye Speedrun World Rankings, beginning his 6th reign as champion of the game. But how did it happen? What did his path to number 1 look like? What world records did he set along the way? And what might the future hold for the battle atop the precipice of GoldenEye speedrunning? Well, that's why you're here, so settle on in for this truly remarkable story. But first, a word from our wonderful sponsor today, the Opera GX browser. Yes, my friends, the Opera GX browser is really an amazing browser. It feels like it's built just for me, focusing on reducing lag with many tabs open by using the handy GX control panel. You can limit the CPU or RAM you're willing to let the browser use at, say, 2 or 3 gigs, so it doesn't end up leaking like 40 gigabytes of RAM, which other browsers are prone to do. You can also limit the network bandwidth used by the Opera GX browser to gain performance in games and streams. I mean, wow, look just how much bandwidth Chrome here is leaking. That's gross. And if you're hesitant about switching browsers because you have so many bookmarks and stuff saved on your Chrome, well, do I have great news for you. With the import tool, you can quickly import all of your settings from previous browsers to GX, like browsing history, bookmarks, and cookies. Opera has its own extension store, and Chrome extensions are compatible with Opera browsers, so that's awesome too. There's also an Opera GX mobile browser, which you can connect to the desktop version to share browsing history and funny memes between devices. So you can download Opera GX right now for mobile or desktop through my link in description and get to saving your precious RAM immediately. If it wasn't for the Opera GX, I'd probably need to upgrade to a terabyte of RAM on this PC by now, so thanks Opera GX for supporting the channel. Wow, good day and welcome back all. I hope you've been cozy and keeping warm throughout this chilly winter. One thing that's helped me stay warm has been the truly hot GoldenEye speedruns, blazing on in with the speed of 1,000 suns. You may recall in a previous video, we left off with the legendary GoldenEye speedrunner PerfectAce having tied the untitled records of Mark Rutsu on Silo. In particular, Silo Secret Agent 107 and Agent 59. As well as tying the common Surface to Agent 46. And boy oh boy, did this put Ace in a great spot on the overall world rankings. Unsurprisingly, this was not just a hot week of playing GoldenEye, rather it was the beginning of what would become a torrential month of play for Ace. A month that would see him return to the number 1 spot on the GoldenEye rankings. But how did it all play out? Well, let's take a look at the records that led up to Ace's historic rise to GoldenEye champion once again. So after matching Mark's famous records on Silo, Ace turned his attention to the stage Depot, where he wanted to improve his times on Secret and 00 Agent. He did so pretty handily, first matching the record of Depot's Secret Agent 39 seconds, becoming the 12th player to score this time. Depot 39 is a record near and dear to my own heart, having untied it in 2015, and it's held up against the test of time pretty well, only gathering a few ties over the next couple of years. But nowadays it is becoming more and more common thanks to the likes of Ace and others getting in on the fun. 3 players have achieved 39 already in these early days of 2022, and so of course with all the 39s piling on in these days, this only raises the question. Is 38 possible? Well, the answer is almost certainly yes, but it would require an excellent mainframe room, good boosts, and a really well-played run. It's certainly a record that could happen this year, but who knows? Ace then turned his attention to Depot 00 Agent and caked the pretty casual time of 46 seconds. The world record here remains an unbelievable untied of 45 seconds by Gus Riolo, and Ace didn't want to push for that since the improvement to 46 was already a healthy gain of 7 points. 45 is a truly above and beyond record, one of the best in the game. It was completely shocking when set, and it's something that could have taken hundreds of hours to tie. Simply not worth the time investment on Ace's quest for champion, since it would only gain him 3 more points. And that's why Ace took the 46 and moved onwards and upwards. Next up for Ace were the pair of Archives 53s, which are quite tricky for mostly one big reason: the near necessary use of a 2.x control style. Now, 2.x control styles, where you use 2 controllers to control bonds of movement and strafing, are generally easier to use on the less complex stages. Streets with wide turns and no doors to open is pretty easy. Statue is easy enough, and then stuff like Dam or Surface 1 are a little harder, though not too insane. Though you can imagine, the tighter and more precise movements needed on a stage, the harder it is to control 2 bulky, detached controllers accurately. Archives is a pretty tight level with lots of small corridors, awkward doors that open towards you, and all sorts of other precise movement, which makes using Control Style 2.x here quite difficult. However, it is well worth it because not only do you begin the level with full speed, saving about 1/3 of a second, but you can also start slapping earlier, resulting in passing away this guard earlier and getting his keycard, which is needed to exit this first room. So really it saves about a good half second on Archives. Ace did attempt to get 53 with Control Style 1.2 a few years ago, and he got pretty close, but no cigar, and it seemed like he just needed a few more tenths to finally notch out those 53s. Those 53s were set in late 2017, and since then they've only ever been achieved with Control Style 2.x by 4 different players, so Ace knew that he just did have to buckle up and master 2.x on the stage for a chance at the record. And wow, with that Archives 00 Agent 53 and a gain of 7 more points, history had been made once again. For the 6th time in his career, Ace had climbed his way to number 1 on the GoldenEye World Rankings, his 6th reign as champion. They say it's hard to get to the top and even harder to stay there, so getting there again and again and again is just truly remarkable, but at the same time, not something that we find unexpected when it comes to PerfectAce. Not only this, but Ace is also champion in the game Perfect Dark, thus making him the dual champion, something that's only ever been achieved by 3 players. Unbelievable and historic, and there are simply not enough superlatives to describe Ace's achievements in these games. Of course, with only 1 Archives 53 under his belt, there was still some unfinished business here, so he would go to play Secret Agent. This run is really great as he's on a voice call with his mate and fellow top 10 GoldenEye speedrunner Swiss. Swiss is about to go to bed, hoping for a good night's sleep before work tomorrow, but he's also hoping Ace can get the record within the last 5 minutes of their hangout. Watch Ace's heart rate monitor pump up as he clutches out this speedy run.
Well, I mean, like, immediately after you hit the save. Like, do you think you'd switch to right? Probably, right? That door, the way the door opens, kinda...
Who knows, mate?
I feel like it'd be whack. Trying to go out in left straight.
I feel like it's a 0.0 or something.
May...
Holy.
Ah, mate.
Oh, yeah.
GG, mate. It's over.
Wow.
You did it, mate, with 1 minute to spare.
How cooked is that?
Beautiful, mate.
Wow, that truly is cooked, mate. I didn't let you down.
Now, one might imagine that after just having retaken the #1 ranking, now would be a good time to take a breather, sit back, relax, play something more casual, or take a break from gaming altogether. And oftentimes that is what Ace might have done. However, he felt the call to go play Egypt, Secret, and 00 Agent. These stages had untitled records of 44 seconds set by the lightning in a bottle player Hados back in 2018, and the records went on to become some of the longest standing untieds to date. I mean, they made it all the way through 2018, 19, 20, 21, and some wondered just how far they could go. However, there had been a couple new developments on Egypt lately, in particular a discovery around the Golden Gun Room which saved a few healthy tenths of a second. You see, normally you'd have to follow this secret path through the Golden Gun Room, otherwise stepping on a wrong tile will bring down the walls and you'll get shot by these drone sentries, plus the Golden Gun case will not unlock, so the run is null. It's been known for a while that these no-go tiles are actually drawn up like circles instead of full tiles, and so tool-assisted speedruns for several years knew you could create lag to warp through this little crack here on the tile, getting through a more optimal route, and this saves a few tenths of a second. However, the mad scientist White Ted discovered that not only is all of this true, but the error circles kind of flash on and off in cycles, which gave us just enough information to really understand how the tile warp worked and make it a lot more consistent. This was just the additional time save needed for Ace to go out there, full steam ahead, and know that once everything came together, the tile warp, clean Baron shots, quick death animations, he could take down this pair of untied 44 seconds.
That was best death. I don't know if the first death was good enough though. It seemed kind of slow. I don't know. Holy shit, finally. Phew. That's pretty nice. Oh, that death was a bit slow. Oh man, I think... No, of course there's a good death there. Holy shit! Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that.
So, it's all incredible stuff and amazing personal records by Ace. His torrential pace does seem to have slowed down now, but of course, who can blame him? He currently sits about 20 points up on second place, and so this might have you wondering, how long will this reign last atop the GoldenEye rankings? Well, one theory purports that it might not last very long at all. You see, there's an upcoming Horde project that's been titled Mission 97, which is set to be released on February 26th and 27th, so only a couple of days from when you might be watching this video. Now, a Horde project is when a group of players were actually scoring new records over the past few months or years, and they save them all up to make a sort of epic presentation, almost a movie premiere, where they reveal all their times in a dramatic fashion, usually with some funny community skits and quality video editing all mixed in. This has proven to be controversial in some communities. However, the GoldenEye community still enjoys a good Horde video every now and then. Now, not much is known about Mission 97, however, two threads have been made on the Elite Forum about the Horde, one by the Rixer and another by Dusky. These two speedrunners combined in a previous Horde back in 2019 called K4, and one of the centerpieces of that Horde was fellow pal Wotus hoarding enough times to become GoldenEye champion. So some have speculated that perhaps, just maybe, Wotus might be in Mission 97, and given he's only sitting about 25 points back from PerfectAce on the rankings, if he were to reveal just a handful of new scores, he could quite reasonably take back first place. Wotus hasn't posted that many new personal records in GoldenEye over the past year or so it stands to reason that perhaps he is hoarding. Could Mission 97 pump Wotus back into the #1 spot on the GoldenEye rankings, overthrowing Ace once again, making it one of his most brief reigns? If so, it would really mark another incredible chapter in the Wotus-Ace rivalry, which is really becoming one of the most legendary in the game's history. My friends, I truly do not know what will happen, but you can find out right along with me by seeing what's revealed when these lads unhoard their Mission 97 video on February 26th and 7th, live on the Elite Gaming channel on Twitch. I have a feeling that no matter what is revealed, it will almost certainly be truly remarkable. So that'll do it for this video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Stay true, and I'll see you in the next stream or video.